Welcome me to grave words where silence is never empty, and even forgotten places still whisper your name. Tonight's story isn't about a haunted house or some cursed artifact. It's about something older, a piece of Americana that should have been buried long ago, but somehow still flickers with life. This story begins with a detour and ends with a film that should have never been watched. So turn your headlights low, and whatever you do, don't look back once the screen starts rolling. Tonight's story is called The Last Drive-In. It started with a wrong turn somewhere in West Texas, a long stretch of desert highway, where your GPS stops working and the sun starts melting into the earth like it's trying to escape. The kind of place where even the birds seem to forget how to sing. 4 friends, 1 road trip. No horror story starts any other way, does it? Their names were Samantha, Noah, Trina, and Mikey. They were on their way to a music festival outside El Paso, taking the scenic route, or at least that's what Noah claimed. The roads got narrower, cell signal dropped, and suddenly there wasn't a single car in sight for miles, just them, and the endless hiss of tires on forgotten asphalt. Around 7:30 p.m., the sun was melting into a blood-orange sky when they saw it. An old wooden billboard on the right side of the road. Half of it was missing. The paint had peeled back like dried skin. But what was left read? Stardust Drive-In Theater. 1 night only, free movie, starts at dusk. They all looked at each other. Samantha, ever the content hunter, pulled out her camera. This could be perfect for the channel. Abandoned theater in the middle of nowhere? Come on, it's like analog creepcore. Trina raised an eyebrow. Analog creepcore? You wouldn't get it, Samantha said with a grin. It's aesthetic. Noah leaned forward in the passenger seat, looking down the side road the sign pointed to. It was gravel, uneven, almost hidden by overgrown weeds. But about a quarter mile in, you could see a screen, tall, white, still standing against the dying light. Let's check it out, he said. 5 minutes. If it's lame, we bail. Famous last words. The gravel crunched under the tires as they pulled into the lot. It looked like the place hadn't hosted a movie since the 1970s. The screen was faded but intact. The ticket booth was rusted and covered in vines, its glass shattered. Rows of broken speaker poles jutted out of the ground like tombstones. Still, a faint light glowed from the tiny projection building behind the screen. I thought this place was abandoned, Mikey asked. Maybe someone's trying to bring it back? Noah offered. Like a retro night? There were no other cars. No people, no snacks, no posters. But there was sound, faint, like a low hum of spinning film. Drawn by curiosity, or maybe something else, they climbed the steps to the projection booth. The door creaked open like it had been waiting for them. Dust clouded the air. Shelves lined with film reels, old equipment, empty popcorn bags from another decade. And at the center, a 35mm projector, already running, already loaded. The reel was labeled in faded black marker. Reel 66, do not screen. That was it. No movie title, no credits. Just those 3 words underlined in red. Trina hesitated. Guys, maybe we shouldn't mess with this. Samantha was already setting up her tripod. Too late. They dragged some folding chairs out of the trunk, parked the Tahoe in the middle of the lot, pointed it toward the screen. The film started playing. At first, it was nothing. Just black and white footage of the lot, but not the past. Not the 60s or 70s, the current lot. The same cars, the same 4 chairs, and the same people sitting in them. Samantha stood up slowly. That's us! On the screen, the characters laughed, drank soda, took selfies, and then things changed. The version of Mikey on the screen stood up and started, walking toward the projector room. The rest didn't seem to notice. Then the screen glitched, skipped forward. Now Mikey was gone. Noah was screaming. Trina was running. Samantha, the version on screen, had her back turned to the camera, but she was shaking violently, like she was crying or laughing, or both. Then the picture froze. The film snapped off the reel and spun wildly. And Mikey, the real one, was gone. 1 second he was sitting in his chair. The next, empty. No scream, no warning. Just silence. They jumped to their feet. Mikey? Noah shouted. This isn't funny. Trina scanned the lot. Where did he go? He was right there. Samantha's camera suddenly shut off. Dead. Noah's phone went black too, from 68% to 0. They all turned toward the screen. The image had changed. Now it was showing live footage from the lot again. Only now, there were 5 figures, the 3 of them, and 2 more standing in the background. Silhouettes, tall, thin, wrong, and one of them looked like Mikey, but flickering, like he was part of the film now. They bolted for the Tahoe. The engine wouldn't turn over. The headlights flickered. The dash glitched. Then the projector came back on. The screen showed a different scene now. A close-up of Trina, crying, crawling through dirt. Her face was bruised, her eyes wide with terror. Samantha covered her mouth. That's not possible. Trina stepped back. That's me. That's not from today. That's not now. The film jumped again. Now Samantha was lying on the hood of the car, eyes open, completely still. Noah was holding something. A knife? And then everything went black. They ran to the projection booth again. The film reel was turning backwards now, playing in reverse. But the shadows on the screen weren't obeying time. They were getting closer. They reached the booth and tried to pull the plug on the projector. It sparked violently. Noah burned his hand. On the table beside the projector was an old guest book. Handwritten names filled the pages, dozens, all in different handwriting. And then Trina saw it. Elena Carter, June 3, 1985. She went pale. That's my aunt. She disappeared when she was 17. She was on a trip to West Texas. No one ever found her. Noah flipped the page. More names, and then theirs. Already written. Samantha Ortega, August 18, 2023. Noah Benson, August 18th, 2023. Trina Carter, August 18th, 2023. Mikey Tran, August 18th, 2023. Samantha whispered, "We haven't even left yet." And then they heard it. Laughter. From inside the booth. No source. No speaker. Just laughter. From behind them. They turned. No one was there. But the door had shut. And on the screen outside, a new reel had started playing. It was grainy. Flickering. It showed a new visitor. A man in a pickup truck pulling into the drive-in. He finds the camera. Plays back the final message from Samantha. Her voice shaking. "If anyone sees this, don't watch the movie. Don't screen the reel. Burn the damn film, or you'll end up like us." The man looks up at the screen. His face appears in the frame. And behind him, 4 silhouettes begin to gather. That was the last drive-in. Some stories end with the credits. But this one, it never stops rolling. If you ever see a flickering sign offering a free show in the middle of nowhere, keep driving, because once the reel starts spinning, it doesn't stop until someone new is in the frame. Thanks for watching Grave Words. Like, comment, and subscribe before your name appears in the guest book too.